Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a lovely evening. Today I'm coming at you with a bit of a different video. I got a lot of requests the other day from my giveaway video and I have written them all down in my notebook, so I am going to get to those. I know a lot of you wanted to see my coupon stockpile, and I know a lot of you also wanted Walgreens hauls. There were a few who wanted organisation tips on how I go to the store with my coupons and things like that, and that is kind of a little bit of what I'm going to be addressing today in this video. Today I am going to be going through the wallet that I actually take with me to the stores. I've kind of changed this up a little bit since I actually first started. Originally I was literally keeping them in the front of my handbag, which kind of got a little bit out of hand. I felt really disorganised when I went shopping because I thought everything was everywhere, and I really needed something different. So then I kind of got into a little bit of the idea. I think I've been watching too much extreme couponing, and I think a lot of us fall into the trap of maybe thinking that we have to cut all the coupons out that we possibly can that we've received and put them in a really big coupon binder, and that kind of that idea died really fast, I guess, because I did do that. I actually one night decided, I had this big pile of coupons that I kind of had stacked together, and they were a mess basically, and every time I wanted to kind of get at a specific coupon I had to go through them all and find out which date was correlated to which coupon insert. And so I just was like, right, you know what, I'm just going to cut all of these coupons out and I'm going to organise them in a coupon file. I did that. Let me show you what I did. This is the file that I actually put them all into. Now, I don't know whether any of you have also done something as extreme as this. I think I thought when I first started, oh, there's only a few coupon inserts here from the last couple of months. Won't take me long to cut them all out. And kind of 6 hours later and I'm still cutting away, and then I was like, oh, I wish I'd never started this in the first place, but because I got so far into it I felt like I had to finish it, and then I had to then sort all of the coupons out into different categories, and then I had to file them away, so they ended up in this kind of folder which you can see has been stuffed so full that it's actually kind of a bit skew whiff. I don't know whether that's an English term, but basically it's packed to the brim, and so this has obviously loads of compartments, which is brilliant. However, it's an absolute nightmare in the store because you don't kind of know which, well, I hadn't ever labelled what is what, I kind of just remembered it. Obviously anybody else looking at this would think it was probably an organised mess. I don't necessarily do food couponing at the moment. I guess I do it occasionally, but I don't do it kind of in an extreme way. So then all the food coupons went to the back of the wallet, they didn't get sorted out, and then I kind of clipped everything together into kind of with paper clips and put, say this was, I guess, all kind of personal care body soap, and then I had one for hair care, and basically it was just a gigantic mess. And it worked for like 2 weeks, and then I was just so sick of it because, to start with, it's annoying to try and go through all of those coupons. I guess the benefit of it was that I had all my coupons on hand at any given moment. So if I walked into a store and I saw a deal that I didn't realise that was going on, I had all my coupons with me so I could arrange some sort of deal. That was definitely a benefit. However, when you go into the store with a massive coupon binder like this, you do get some funny stares, believe me. And I'm sure maybe some of you have got those stares, I don't know. Obviously, who cares, right? They can stare all they want. But yeah, it was too bulky, it was a little bit annoying to carry around everywhere with me, and even though I guess, like I said, the benefit was that I was able to carry all my coupons with me at every given opportunity, I still felt that doing couponing that way for me initially was a little bit, I guess it wasn't as valuable, or it wasn't as beneficial, maybe that's the word, just because I felt like doing deals on the fly like that when I was just a beginner, now bearing in mind this was months ago, I was probably not putting the best deals together. So this one kind of, this idea definitely went down the drain, and I still have the coupons in here today that were in there months ago now, and obviously you've all expired, but that's a good idea to keep this, I guess. Oh, it was a good idea to keep this, I guess, in this case, because then I can show it to you guys. So this is what I did. So this went, I guess the progression went from my handbag to this ridiculously sized wallet. Basically I went one extreme to the other, and then my husband actually got me a really great gift for my birthday, and that was this beautiful coupon binder. I'd actually never seen ones that look like this. I know you can get coupon folders that are like really small and a bit of a smaller version to the folder that I just showed you there, which is obviously beneficial. I think Target might sell them actually. I think I've seen them in Target, and I know you can obviously definitely get them really easily online. However, he got me this beautiful little coupon binder. This is by a company called Benton and Blair, and I will actually put a link below of actually kind of, you know, where you can get this from. You can get this in two different styles. You can get this in a pure black colour or this lovely kind of black and white, I guess it's kind of like a little damask print, I guess you could say. And this is so handy. This is something that I take with me all the time now. It's always in my handbag. I think it's so useful for couponing trips and couponing trips that I guess I do on the fly. Now obviously I can't keep all my coupons in here, so I can't kind of get every deal as and when I want to. That's kind of something that I'm not there yet, I guess. I'm not somebody that just goes into a shop and kind of finds the deals on the fly. I think there is a better way to do that, and I think coupon folders which actually have separate compartments for coupons is probably the way to go for that, but I'm just not there yet. So I kind of find that I like to plan in advance for all of my trips and then only carry what I basically need and a little bit more. So this is wonderful. It's kind of saved my life a little bit. I would definitely recommend it. It actually has a Velcro strap, and it's actually Velcroed across the entire back of the binder. I don't know whether you can see that there. This is all of the Velcro. So basically what it means is if this gets full, you know, because these things can get full, you know, we do have a lot of coupons, then this obviously stretches to kind of adjust to the amount of coupons and everything that you've got inside. So this obviously unwraps. As you can see at the top here, it's by a company called Benton and Blair. I think it's such a great design, and I think that's one of the reasons why I would truly recommend this, apart from the really nice kind of sophisticated pattern. So the first thing, obviously you can see it's Velcroed here, so it's easily closed. The great thing about this is that, you know, it's very difficult for this to come loose in your bag. I've actually had an issue with one of the smaller versions of these where the actual kind of elasticated ties come undone, and then there's been an absolute mess of coupons in my bag. I think I had one of those for like a really short period of time, but I didn't have it for coupons. It was for something totally different. So there's this little pouch at the front here, and I think this is really handy. This is usually where everything goes when I've planned a CVS trip. So everything in this front pouch is actually the coupons that I have planned for that specific trip. Usually, what else is in there? Yeah, it's usually just all of the coupons in here, and sometimes what I do is kind of, I have, you know, you've seen my breakdown lists before. I kind of fold that piece of paper up, I place it over the front, and then I actually seal it closed. So inside, easily accessible, is my shopping list, and also those coupons are right there in the front pouch. When you open this, as you can see, I have got a few things in here which I probably do need to sort out, but there are these kind of binder dividers again, like the other one that I showed you, but these are actually kind of the white binders instead. And what I'm going to show you now is an example of how this comes actually in the mail to you. So it comes with an assortment of these white binders, and they all come blank. They also come with a little strip of stickers. The stickers have already things wrote on them, so the ones that I've added on here are pharmacy meds, there's cleaner and detergent, paper and plastic, baby items. There's all sorts of different ones that have already been labelled for you. In fact, I would say the vast majority of things that you would ever need a coupon for have already been labelled, but there's also blank stickers on there that you can obviously accommodate all your needs with, and then you can just peel that sticker off and you can stick it on the top of the divider. So for example, let me show you one here. So paper and plastic, so that's obviously household items. You can actually just stick this to the top here, and obviously once you've stuck it to the top, you can then, you know, file these within your binder. So it basically means that you can modify this particular binder to your needs. You don't need to obviously include them all, and there may be more that you actually want to put in here but there's just not enough room for. That's fine as well, but like I said, this is more for on the go organisation rather than for kind of I guess, planning for on-the-fly trips. I guess this is not necessarily for that. So what I do is right at the front here, obviously it says pharmacy, paper and plastic now, but I actually have kind of forgotten about those labels for the time being, and I'm doing it a little bit of a different way. So right at the beginning here, for me, I've got all of the kind of coupons that I have clipped or printed that may be useful for my CVS shopping trip. And then if they're there, if they're still there after the shopping trip, then they just stay there until they've expired. So what I mean by that is that, say if I wanted to do a toothpaste deal, and say there was 2 toothpaste deals available, so let's say there was a Crest deal and let's say there was a Colgate deal, and I decide actually in the store that I am only going to go for the Crest deal, not the Colgate deal. But to kind of plan ahead, obviously before my trip, I'll have obviously clipped both of the coupons depending on which one I want to go for. Because the reason why I do that, maybe it's not actually in stock. You know, sometimes a lot of these deals can be wiped out before we even got to the store. Sometimes I just want to make a decision based on the price that that particular CVS or store has priced an item at, and that may make my mind change on which, like, you know, which deal that I want to pick. So once those kind of coupons are used, you know, they'll have gone to the shop or whatever, but if I don't pick a particular deal, then those coupons will go into this front bit at the, well, I guess this front bit at the beginning that isn't kind of labelled or anything. And so if I give you an example of some of the things that are in here, we've obviously, that Crest deal that we took part in a while ago, I had P&G coupons, but I also printed the digital coupons off, so those are in here just in case. We had a Colgate deal the other day where I said there was a 75-cent coupon online, but it was only for daily repair. But I also had a 50-cent one just in case I couldn't find the daily repair. I did find the daily repair, but I still had that coupon, so that coupon went into this front area. We've taken part in this deal quite a few times. This is the Venus Swirl razor, disposable, and there's just a load of coupons there that I haven't used over the past couple of weeks for one reason or another. And then say if I just leave them there just so that they're somewhere where I know they are, so if I do think, oh, I already printed that, then I know exactly where they are. Then I can just go through that bulk amount of coupons if I don't use them, and just kind of get rid of them, you know, when they expire. So that's kind of what I do at the moment. And then at the back, I actually keep all of my CVS personalised coupons, and I guess just in front of that, I keep all of my, well, I did. the binder thing's just fallen out here because I'm showing you. Let me just, good thing is it's easily able to separate things back again. Yeah, so right in the back I've got my personalised coupons, so those are obviously the ones that look like this. So this particular one is $3 off $15 Venus razor refills, but I've got all of the ones there in the back that are all my personalised coupons, and those also include the ones that maybe print out at the bottom of a receipt. I snip those up and I put them in there. Means it's easily accessible, I think, like I just said, when I come to the next week and I want to kind of create my shopping list based on the personalised coupons that I have got. So then in the next pouch, to the back, I've got all of my extra care books that I have received. So those are obviously these particular things. As you can see here, those are all of my extra books, so that just makes those easily accessible and separate from the personalised coupons. And like I said, I put those one from the back. Now, I guess I'm not particularly using this as a conventional way of using this binder. There are obviously very many different ways that you could use this. Like I said, I've only used this, I originally used this and put, you know, all of the binders in the binder dividers, and then put the stickers on the top, and then kind of sorted my best coupons into each section. But I still found that I wasn't able to include all of the coupons that I wanted, and you're never really going to be able to do that unless you do have a gigantic binder. For me, the one, you know, the method that I did use before just wasn't working for me, and I do realise there's lots of different options or better options out there if you do want to carry around a lot of coupons. But for me, obviously, at the moment, the way that I like to do it, because I'm really only focused on CVS at the moment, is just making this work for me as a kind of on the go once I've prepped coupon deals. So like I said, I think this is really a great thing. It's got multiple different uses if you want to kind of work it a completely different way, but the good thing, I think the best thing about this is, first of all, it's very inexpensive. I think it's really practical and functionality wise, I think it's great. I think it's got so many different options of where you can keep things. I love this pouch at the front because that's obviously allows you to have really easily accessible things that you are going to really well, they're going to be the things that you obviously want to take on your trip with you, and you're only really going to be concerned about the things in here until you get to the back and maybe you think, oh, I actually want to pick up another deal, or I've seen an unadvertised deal, and then you can kind of look through your coupons here and think, oh, actually I have got things there that, you know, I can use to my benefit. And the other reason why I like this pouch is it almost works like a little bit of a wallet for me. When I'm obviously in CVS at the register, it means I can get this wallet out, I can quickly go through the coupons that I've already sorted and put in the pouch just to make sure that everything matches. When I then go to the cashier and make sure that, you know, they put everything through fine, I can then kind of easily reach for any other personalised coupons that I may need, and then obviously easily reach for my extra care books. They're all here, so it doesn't mean I need to go rooting in a specific section in my actual wallet, you know, that I use for my real cash I guess my actual cash. So everything is in this wallet, so I know everything coupon related is here, and I don't get anything mixed up. I think that's the best thing about this. I used to actually have my extra care books in a separate compartment in my actual, like, my personal wallet, and it was a nightmare because then at the end I'd stuff the receipt in, I'd stuff all the extra books in. And I think the good thing about this is, as well, is that when you do get that receipt printed at the end, you can quickly, like I say, I always make sure to double check the receipt to make sure I've got all the extra books I need. I always recommend that to you. But what I like to do is kind of to make sure that I don't end up in a fluster, and when I get home I'm like, oh, which bag did I put my receipt in? You know, where's this, where's that, where's my extra care books? I always just get the receipt off the cashier, I'll roll it up, I'll put it into this binder, usually where my personalised coupons are at the back, so that when I get home, or at any time where I want to go through this, and I always recommend doing it as soon as possible, or like as soon as I get home, I will go through the receipt, double check everything again, then clip off my ECBs, put them in the right section in this wallet, put any personalised coupons that have additionally printed off at the end of the receipt, put them in the back of the wallet, and then everything is completely put together, ready for me to complete my next shopping list for the week afterwards. So you can see it's kind of got multifunctional use. It also allows you to separate easily the things that you don't want to be commingling with, you know, everything else in your personal wallet, I guess. So this is a great way to carry things around. It's also super lightweight, which is another great reason why I like to use this, and also it's very flat, so it doesn't take up much room. Obviously that depends on how much you stuff it with, but it's got so many different, you know, ways that you can use it, that you can modify it to fitting in a bag of, you know, any size really. I mean, I used to have this in a really tiny Kate Spade like crossbody bag, and it used to fit perfectly in there alongside my wallet. I now have a bigger handbag, which this obviously fits perfectly in. Yeah, it fits basically in a lot of different size bags, and it's wonderfully lightweight, so it's not like, you know, carrying around a massive binder like the one I showed you before. And obviously when you kind of walk into you know, a store, you don't really want to be lugging around you know, this massive kind of coupon binder and be getting all these weird stares. Not that people should anyway, but it's just nice to pull something out that looks normal, shall we say. There's not a lot of nice looking things in the coupon community, because I guess it's a very niche market. There isn't many things that are kind of personalised like this. I do like the way that, you know, you can get the completely all black version to make it very discreet, but you can also get this pouch as well, which obviously makes it look a little bit nicer. And I've got a lot of comments from this from people that are just generally shopping and they're interested in kind of, you know, asking what it is, or, you know, what you can use it for and stuff, and it gets people talking about couponing, which I think is always a good thing. So yeah, definitely recommend it, and I hope more things come out looking like this. You know, if we can get this in a lot more patterns, then I think that would be great for us. So that's definitely something that you know, I will be looking into in the future. If you have any great ideas for storing your coupons, if you've got any kind of really functional ways of storing your coupons, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about the ways that you store your coupons. I know a lot of you asked, like I said at the very beginning, in my giveaway video, about putting together a little bit of an organisational tips or whatever before you go shopping, and I thought this would be great to kind of kick that series off. You know, I can go into a lot more detail, but I just want to keep this short and sweet because this is something that, you know, you kind of can take away a lot from this. I also think this is good as well, I totally forgot to mention, because this doesn't have to be used just for couponing. You know, you could buy this and put anything in it really. It's just a beautiful pouch anyway, so even if you wanted to buy one of these for your money and one of these for couponing in different colours, you know, to maybe separate one from the other, that's another good idea. And also they keep coming. I actually, you know, your extra care book that you can get on your keyring, obviously I always recommend putting that on your keyring just so that it's really easily accessible, but sometimes mine falls off because my keyring isn't sorted out at the moment, so I also put the keyring in the front here, and it just means that when I'm taking my coupons out I can be like, oh, there's my extra care card, put it back in, oh, there's my coupons, put it back in, oh, there's my ECBs, put it back in. Do you see what I mean? So it's really simple. And one last thing, so this has just reminded me, I always keep a pen on hand, and the reason why I always keep this pen on hand is because when I go to kind of print my deal summary out at the Redbox, I always like to mark off on my deal summary which ones I want the cashier to take off, because sometimes they can be confused by that. They don't remember everything that you've purchased in your transaction, so they don't know which ones to take off. I don't think the system automatically takes them off. I know a number of cashiers have told me that they do, but I think when I've seen them actually do it physically and I've seen the screen, they do apply, you know, the ones that they want to apply. So I just like to tick those off, put it under my coupons, so that when they get right to the bottom they'll see that and they'll see the ticks next to it and they can easily look at it, look at the screen and apply the ones that I want to apply. So I think definitely carrying around a pen in this is a good idea. So you've got everything you need right in this one place. So you've got your coupons all nicely put at the front, you've got your shopping list, you've got a pen in case you need it, you've also got, and I guess you could modify your shopping list with that, you've also got your ECBs in the back, your personalised coupons, and if you want to you can modify this to, you know, be a completely functional binder with dividers and carry a lot of coupons around at the same time. You can also, because it does have that pouch at the front, you know, set it up for CVS shopping if you shop at CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid or wherever you shop, and then also use it as a functional binder as well. So there's all sorts of different ways that you can use it, like I said. So I hope this has really been helpful to you. I don't know whether, oh yes, I did have an example. I kept this for you guys as well just so I could show you. So this is a CVS deal summary, centre card summary that I've had just kind of lying around for a bit. I wanted to keep this just so I could show you like an example of what I do. So this one printed off a few weeks ago. As you can see, I've got 5 extra care books, 3 off 15, 3 off Neutrogena, Love Your Skin, 3 off 12, a lot of different, you know, personalised coupons that I've added to my card. These are usually through the CVS app, and I've just ticked off the ones for this particular shopping trip that I wanted the cashier to take off, and it just means they don't try and take off ones that aren't going to work. It also means that they can double check all of the ones that you have ticked off on the centre card summary that they have on their screen, because sometimes, you know, there can be kind of computer errors, technical errors, and sometimes they don't all get to your card. If they're a nice, yeah, they don't always send properly to the register, even though they're on the centre card summary. And if you've got a nice cashier, they will kind of make sure that, oh yeah, you do have this on your card summary, and they'll manually take that off for you. So I think that's just a good way of kind of just making your shopping trip even easier. I know this is for CVS, but if there's any other stores that you shop at where there may be a similar kind of thing that you do, then you could definitely take that and apply it to that as well. So yeah, I'm going to stop here to make this as short and sweet as possible. I know we're already at almost about 25 minutes, but I'm going to stop here. I hope you have a lovely evening as always, and I think my next video is going to be a coupon organisation of how I actually store my inserts, purging my inserts, purging the right word? I think so. Purging or getting rid of my inserts when I don't need them anymore. And yeah, so I will probably see you, I guess, in a couple of days. So have a great night everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye!